Hi, Marshall with Diligent Plans here, and I want to share with you a piece of leadership insight today that I think is extremely important. Live your values. We've all heard the expression that leadership starts at the top, and it really does. Leaders set the tones in their teams, their units, and their organizations. And with values, the same as your rules, regulations, and policies, it's very hard to implement those if you yourself are not abiding by them. I'll share with you some of the values in my organization. Integrity. Without your word, you really don't have anything, so always be ethical in the decisions and the actions that you take. Your troops are watching. Respect. Remember that respect is a two-way street. It's not something that's bestowed upon you or that we're entitled to simply because we move into a leadership position. Respect is a two-way street, and you always have to treat your peers and your subordinates with respect, even the ones that don't like you. And in the long run, they'll respect you more for it. Excellence. They say as leaders that we're naturally curious. We're always looking for ways to improve, the next best thing. Always strive for excellence. Like we said, leaders set the tone, and when you're striving for excellence, your troops will strive for excellence. Here's a big one, accountability. Take ownership for your team or your unit or your organization. Oftentimes, when things aren't going the way we want them to go, it's because we're not leading when we need to lead. I'm reading Jocko Willink books. He talks about there's no bad troops, only bad leaders. And Gordon Graham talks about in his article of predictable, preventable. Oftentimes when things go south or things go wrong, you can find a supervisor that wasn't acting like a supervisor. So take ownership of your team and lead them. Lastly, and probably most importantly, people. That's your most important asset. Build your people. Give them the training that they need, the tools that they need, and encourage them. You build your people, watch them work, and watch what they can accomplish. Now, if you don't have a core set of values printed up and hanging on your wall, here's something that I always tell my troops. It's an easy value to live by. Whatever you do, always do it with your heart in the right place. And no matter the challenge you're faced with or the decision that you have to make, if you're making it with your heart in the right place, most of the time you're going to make the right decision or a good decision. Thanks for listening.